0260 Spin Diesel. Number 12, Shred a Stare. Number 14, Loki Doki. 1691, Jamie Pacquiao. Number 18, Slaythoven. 1990, Yoshi Denali. 37, Beastie. 39, Evie. 394, Jar Jar Bewinks. Number 4, Soul. 5150, Hulk. 57, Monster Jam. 787, Adam Midwest. Number 9, Cat Daddy. And they are coached by Downtown Dallas, Aaron Go Brawl, Double XL, and the unstoppable Magnum PIMP.
And hello, I am Birdie, and I will be announcing your Chicago Bruise brothers. We have 00 Cheeks, number 15 Smackaroni, number 16 Mark of Meaties, number 182 Blink 182, number 19 Rocker, number 22 Impale Ale, number 314 Valvrod, all right, Ben. Number 333 Orange Whip. Number 35, Ben Hurt. Number 360, Grizz Arrington. Number 556, Shenanigans. Number 65, Kingpin. Number 683, Psych and Destroy. Number 831, Twinkle Beef. Number 88, Up and Adam. And we have coaches Mitz and DeFleur.
The beautiful DeFleur.
The beautiful. Okay. I know. We also have some awesome officials. We're looking at Bradysaurus Rex as our head official. We've got MC Ninja, Ogre, Will Hudson, Splatter, Thriller, Adam Splitter, Carmen Dragon, Disco DeBox,
Bionic B, HBC, Cheshire Stats, Tilsey Grammar, Carter Away, Devastator, Bradosaurus Rex, and Anya Arson.
Ratty's so great, Ratty is on there twice.
Oh, we didn't even realize Bradysaurus gets 2 call-outs. So we got about 18 seconds left until Derby begins. I am so excited, as this is my first announcing event of the whole weekend. I'm super stoked.
Yes.
Bill is here with me.
So again, we have Chicago in white, the St. Louis Gatekeepers in black. David Soul will be your jammer for the St. Louis Gatekeepers, and he wants me to make sure I wish his wife, tell his wife that he loves her. And then we have Rocker out there for the Chicago Bruise brothers. I hated doing that.
We all love Jill. Awesome. We're about to get started here. And with that
All right.
whistle.
Nice scrum start. Both teams, Rocker trying to break through on the outside. Yoshi Denali with a big knockout. Olsen, Yoshi, and Spin Diesel with the tripod on Rocker getting the knockout. Yoshi picks up a directional call. Spin Diesel with a nice knockout. David Soul still trying to fight through the...
Monster getting a track cut call on number 22.
Rocker with a nice move on the outside, picks up lead.
Looks like Soul, it's not far behind.
Both teams moving blockers to the penalty box. Gatekeepers doing a good job of getting up to the front, but David takes that outside path, gets taken out by Rocker.
Like another penalty call.
David knocked out and recycled to the back. Rocker threw for 4 points for Chicago Bruise brothers. Chicago loses another player to the penalty box.
Looks like
Rocker is going to pick up a cut penalty. We now have a power jam for Metcalf, but he does not have lead.
That would be Soul.
Yes, I'm sorry, Soul. I apologize. Yes, I've played with him for 10 years. He changed his name on me. So the Gatekeepers get all their blockers back as soon as that whistle expired at the end of that first jam.
We're going to do a little bit of a timeout here to take care of our skaters. We're looking at a Chicago Blues brother at 4. We'd like to thank everyone who helps us keep the wheels rolling in this sport. Officials, announcers, photographers, medics, volunteers, sponsors, vendors, and our fans here today. This event could not happen with all of your support. Thank you so much.
I was going to say, I know the. Okay, here we go. That looks better. Looks like both teams picked up 4 points on that jam. But the referees are making discussions here to make sure they got the point count correct. The Gatekeepers will start off with a power jam, and Chicago also has 2 blockers in the penalty box. Gatekeepers have an empty penalty box, so they will have a power start and all blockers on the track.
It's a really great place to start after the looks like Mark Stever is up on their own fruition. It's wonderful.
Oh, I was hurt up there.
Looks like we're going to start this next jam.
Shred a Stair will be your jammer for the Gatekeepers on this power jam.
It's a really great place to start.
Gatekeepers on the power jam again. Only 2 blockers for. As the Gatekeepers try to isolate those blockers, but manage to let the. Now they get some offense.
Dennis Stair gets to start this power jam. Addison lead. And we're playing the second jam of this game, and this is already so exciting.
Now Chicago trying to get some blockers back as Shred a Stair managed to stand.
Outside twice. Unfortunately,
Adam, yeah, he.
Cut called.
Yeah, Shred picked up a cut penalty as Adam Midwest with a nice knockout and managed to stay in bounds. So now we have a power jam for the Bruise brothers. But they again lose blockers to the penalty box. Back down to 2 blockers.
As I say, Rocker with the helmet covered off. We've got a star pass to number 22. Impale Ale. Taking the star pass for Chicago.
Well, this jam will go the full 2 minutes that was left because now Shred is out of the penalty box and on a scoring pass.
Hopefully we're going to get some more blockers out of the penalty box before the jam is over.
Takes a big hit, but unable to stay in bounds was Kingpin.
Shred back out of the box. Look at this jam is over.
Ale on another scoring pass after picking up 4 points as well for the Chicago Bruise brothers. Shred a Stair recycled to the back of the pack again, but time expires.
And at the end of that jam, Bill, you know what I'm recognizing? Both teams have such solid defense that even with blockers in the box, they're holding those jammers pretty solid.
Yes, actually it is. It's a close game here, 11-10. Chicago with a 1-point lead. Chicago will send out Smackaroni to jam versus Cat Daddy for the Gatekeepers. Chicago's doing a really nice job of setting up their tripod. Their problem is they can't keep all their blockers on the track. Macaroni's recycled to the back of the pack. Cat Daddy takes a big hit from Shenanigans. Oh, and Cat Daddy picks up a cut penalty. So we have a power jam for Smackaroni.
And unfortunately, that toe stop just went right over the line, so Kennedy was unable to feel that bump.
Olsen with a nice knockout on Smackaroni. As Smackaroni's been unable to get out of this pack, but hopefully get some offense here from the other Chicago players. Marcomedes gets a penalty for Chicago. And again, with a great defense from the Gatekeepers, have not allowed Smackaroni out of this pack as he keeps getting recycled to the back, and they killed off that full 30-second power jam. Cat Daddy now out of the penalty box and on a scoring pass.
Cat Daddy through the pack. First scoring.
Through the pack. Now he's on a scoring pass. I apologize. Yeah. Smackaroni's still not able to get out. Yoshi Denali and Spin Diesel and Ethan Olsen doing a great job. Cat Daddy breaks through for 4 points, but for some reason cut through the whole middle of the track. I don't understand how that wasn't a penalty. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, I think Chicago's going to go out and talk about that because Cat Daddy cut off the whole end of the track. Now, here we have an official review.
Thank you. How do I turn this off? How do I turn off the power bar? I want it off.
Yeah. Okay. So, hosting the first MRDA championship has been a lot of work with many obstacles, but Cleveland Guardians are honored to host the best and men's roller derby association here in the 2023 Hemisphere Cup. We hope you are enjoying the event. A beer or two and enjoying the weekend. But if you'd like to offer more support, MRDA and Cleveland Guardians are accepting donations via PayPal at Cleveland Guardians. Both organizations are 501c3 nonprofits, and your donations will help us raise the funds we need for a successful event. Thank you for keeping us on the track. We are still waiting to hear about this official review. Oh, okay.
Thank you. Chicago is liking to request a challenge, a lack of a skating out of bounds on the opposing jammer.
Alrighty, as we're waiting to hear from this official review, I was seeing if it was 2 p.m. yet. Again, we would like to thank everyone who helps us keep the wheels rolling in this sport. All of our officials, our announcers, our photographers, medics, volunteers, sponsors, vendors, and our fans here today. This event could not happen with all of your support. Thank you.
Just like when I was playing, the referees always mess with me. They took my microphone.
I need to get my pace up. So much faster. Yeah. So if you all didn't know, this is the first time that I've ever announced men's roller derby.
I thought you did it at IHOP. I thought you did it at IHOP.
At Sibling Rivalry, I still did all WIFTA teams. So I was there, but I still was all WIFTA teams. So I got to watch a lot of really great men's roller derby, and I have.
We worked together there. But I don't remember which games I did, to be honest with you.
It all becomes a blur. If there's 3 days of derby, it feels like a week, but also one day.
My hip was spinning. I did so many games.
Looks like we're still waiting on that official review.
And if you can just wait to go back until he's
I'd
done
just
with
like to
that.
say,
Yeah.
please check all of that amazing
Yeah.
merch out for these teams here this weekend. They worked so hard to travel and bring all of that with them, make sure they don't have a lot to bring home. Alrighty, it sounds like we're going to hear from our officials on this review.
Thank you. Official review results. No additional information to enforce a skating out of bounds penalty. Chicago will not retain official review.
Alrighty, and now that we heard from that official review, we are,
Thank you.
I'm guessing,
Alrighty then.
oh wait, we cannot hear you, Rick and Bill, but we'll get it back on.
Alrighty then. That's all we're going to say about that.
I think if we look at impact and gameplay, it was already through the path. Maybe that's part of it, but all right. So
Loki Doki, your lead jammer for the Gatekeepers with a nice outside move as the Gatekeepers recycle Ben Hurt to the back of the pack.
a lot to thank Evie for, as solid offense for Loki.
Yeah. Now the Gatekeepers always supply nice offense. Impale Ale.
All righty. On Loki's first pass, it's going to put 4 on the board for the Gatekeepers.
Oh, Loki hits that tripod hard. Ben Hurt breaks through finally. Ben Hurt breaks through with Lee, but ooh. Loki takes a big hit from Grizz at the end, but calls it off before Chicago can score.
Looks like Loki put another 4 on the board for a total of 8 in that jam for the Gatekeepers.
Nice return jam for Loki Doki. We have Blink 182 versus Jamie Pacquiao for the Gatekeepers. Blink for Chicago Bruise Brothers.
Sorry, I think I scared you. I just got excited. I like watching Jamie Pacquiao, so.
Yeah. And he's got new skates. The whole time I played with him, he had new skates. Yeah, he's quick as lightning.
Just so fun challenging that link in the middle, and it just worked like a charm.
Oh, nice offense there from Shenanigans with some nice offense.
Blink
Jamie takes a
getting knocked back by Diesel. Sorry to cut you off there, Rick and Bill.
Shenanigans with a big hit on Jamie, but this defense from the Gatekeepers are not letting Blink out of the pack. Bruise brothers doing a little bit better job keeping together, but Jamie with his quickness around that tripod to the outside. We have a helmet cover pass to Kingpin by Blink. Jamie zips through the rest of the pack.
That was solid. You could hear them telling Jamie to call it off, and Jamie was like, let me try to get
One more point. 11-point jam there for Jamie Pacquiao as the Gatekeepers increase their lead 36-10 with 20 minutes left in this first half. Empty penalty box for both teams as Soul out there for the Gatekeepers. And as Ragnarocker with a nice inside path, picking up lead for Chicago. But the Gatekeepers immediately go to offense, getting Soul out. So Ragnar just trying to pick up points. Woo! Twinklebees with a big hit at the end. Sends Soul flying.
As a skater, I want to know what the floor feels like.
So Metcalf picks up 2, and Ragnarocker picks up 3 on that jam.
That was such a long slide.
He got an extra point on that slide. So it looks like we'll have Smackaroni out there for the Chicago Bruise brothers. And that is Shred Astaire for your St. Louis Gatekeepers.
I just want to say, if you see me running and then jumping, it's to see how far I can go later.
Shred with some nice footwork on the outside, staying inbounds after taking some big hits. Smackaroni not getting any off. Another big hit there by Shenanigans and recycling. Shred always the back and the back. Smackaroni picks up a cup building. Now we have a power jam for Shred Astaire. He slides through one nose, getting them real.
You could see when Shred was getting dragged back, too, just taking that time to really reset just got him through in a second.
His toe shot slid out to where he needed his ground. That's how he's ready to pick up that crack.
It's smart play like that, waiting to get another penalty on that jammer. Now they're in another power jam situation, which is just perfect for the Gatekeepers. And they're going to start this next jam as a power jam for just a second.
All off and trying to pick up as many points as possible. Shred with an 11-point jam as the Gatekeepers have increasing 49 to 13.
I can hear the fun.
They're maintaining the spy-tailor rotation here for this game. Instead, then he goes out for the power team. If you notice, when Ragnar got lead, that all the Gatekeepers immediately went to play offense to get their jammer out. Yeah. And Smackaroni comes out of the penalty box and picks up lead for Chicago as Cat Daddy has been unable to get out of this pack.
I love seeing this smile on a jammer's face as they get through.
Yeah, Chicago defense did a nice job for 10 seconds holding him up long enough for Smack to get out of the penalty box.
Just that solid defense really making it hard to get that scoring pass done, though.
Impale Ale, and I believe that's Kingpin doing a nice two-band wall on Cat Daddy. And now Bruise joins him on the sweet walls. Cat Daddy unable to get out, and Smackaroni through for 4 points. Now we have a helmet cover pass to Evie from Cat Daddy. And the Gatekeepers do the right thing, get to the front of the pack, allowing to get in there and
Forcing that call off for the
call off. No points for either team. Nice teamwork there by the Gatekeepers. Getting everybody up to the front of the pack and running that pack so they couldn't, giving Evie time to get around.
Well, Chicago did sneak in that 4 points in the beginning. But still, locking them in at 4 points, we've gotten 49 for the Gatekeepers. Just really solid play, getting that pivot to take that panty pass.
Yep.
Helmet cover pass.
Ben Hurt out jamming for Chicago, and Loki Doki picks up lead again. Some nice work on the inside.
Some solid toe stop work there. Unfortunately, Ben Hurt getting a penalty. That is a power jam for Loki Doki.
Loki is so strong on her skates when she gets close to that inside or outside line, taking her all the way out of bounds. Really has some great balance. But you notice the Gatekeepers go right to giving her offense.
Ooh, that was some fancy toe stop work there on the outside line with a little turnaround, crossover. Beautiful work by Loki, putting 8 on the board for the Gatekeepers, bringing them up to 57.
And called it off when Smackaroni stands up. Or I'm sorry, Ben Hurt stands up. So now they get another power jam start.
Look, that's like 3 power jam starts already.
Yeah.
In the first half.
Jamie Pacquiao.
That is Jamie Pacquiao on the power start for the Gatekeepers. Picking off that defense one by one, getting the lead.
And now Ben Hurt out of the penalty box and also through the pack. The Gatekeepers do a good job of picking off some blockers, so allowing Jamie to pick up a couple of points.
Solid work by Ben Hurt, though, getting that power jam to end pretty quickly, coming out of the penalty box really strong.
Still winning on points from the Gatekeeper referee.
All right, looks like we're starting this next one with Soul out there for the Gatekeepers.
Blink 182 for Chicago. So 1 point picked up by Jamie on that jam. Ben Hurt did a nice job getting around there, limiting the points for the Gatekeepers.
All righty, and here we go.
Gatekeepers get their tripod back there all the way on that jammer line on Flink, allowing Metcalf to spread out this Chicago blockers. Now just one blocker to get through.
Soul as a lead jammer for the Gatekeepers.
Spin with a nice knockout on Blink. Recycled all the way to the back of the pack. Oh, big jammer hit for Soul.
We are going to take care of the skater on the track. Let's.
Are we doing it? All right, nice round of applause for Up and Adam. I apologize, I did not see the play that happened to Up and Adam. I was watching Soul with a big hit up here in front, picking up points on the jam, and I did not see what happened in the pack on Up and Adam. No other penalty calls on that play, so We will return to action with Ragnarocker jamming for Chicago.
And Shred a Stare for the Gatekeepers.
Nobody in the box for either team. St. Louis holding a 62-17 lead with 12:57 left in the game.
We got a track cut called on Ragnarok, so it looks like we're going to have a power jam for Shred a Stare.
And they lose Kingpin to the box as well. So now, a blocker down, jammer down, and a power down on Shred, but still Shenanigans with a nice knockout. Impale Ale tried to get the recycle, but then he gets caught in the back with cheeks.
Chicago playing like a really solid mental game of like dragging you back and then like trying to get that track cut again and again. Shred a Stare. It's nice and calm.
Shred slides through for 4 points. Kingpin goes for the hit and misses. But then goes right up to get some offense there for Ragnarocker. Nice recycle by Hulk. Almost got the cut on Ragnarocker, but he noticed that jammer or that blocker drop it back. Nice tripod rock by the Gatekeepers. As Shred picks up 3 points for the Gatekeepers, increasing their lead.
Another
69-17. That was a 7-point jam by Shred a Stare. Impale Ale picked up a penalty, goes to the penalty box, and Chicago will start with a blocker down. Looks like we'll have Soul out there jamming for the Gatekeepers. I couldn't tell if that was Smackaroni or...
We got Cat Daddy out as the lead for the Gatekeepers.
I thought that was Soul. I apologize. We got Smackaroni jamming for Chicago.
I'm glad I'm not the only one getting confused by how fast everything's going. All right, Cat Daddy through with a 4. Gatekeepers gonna go ahead and call it before Chicago can get anything on them, increasing their lead to 73.
And they ice that blocker in the penalty box as well, so they get another advantage start. Now Chicago sends out Ben Hurt to jam.
5 games in a row.
Is that Loki or I can't?
That is Loki for the Gatekeepers.
I can't see through all those little
That is 5 leads in a row so far for the Gatekeepers. Let's see if we can get one more. Yep, another lead for the Gatekeepers.
And they get a blocker out of the box, but lose another one. As Gatekeepers lose a blocker to the box as well. Loki spins around that last blocker, picking up 4 points. Ooh, big hit by Evie on Ben Hurt. But Gatekeepers lose another blocker to the box. Loki spins around Impale twice, picks up 4 more points as Ben Hurt gets through.
We're going to try to clear the box, so they're going to run the play.
Gatekeepers get to the front of that pack, move that pack along.
We've got Slade Tobin back. Holt blocking in.
As Loki spins through for 4 more, empty that penalty box for the Gatekeepers, but they give up 4 points.
Still increasing their lead by another 8 points, putting the Gatekeepers up to 85.
Chicago calls a timeout.
I wonder, what is the record for the most lead jams in a row?
That's hard.
I'd be curious to know.
We beat a team like 500-4.
This is how my brain works.
For a little while as producer. Sorry, guys. I was trying to make sure you had volume.
I demand the information.
I believe there was a game where someone scored like 700 points to less than 10 of the other team. So that would be a rough.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't consider blowouts. Okay, now, shortest point differential, highest amount of lead jams. That's what I want to know.
I can't get
Let's get
those.
specific.
So Loki has the most points so far with that last jam being her 12 points in.
All right, Loki has the most points so far, with that being a 12-point jam.
So the Chicago sends out Blink 182 to jam, and the Gatekeepers send
Jammy?
Jammy Packard.
Jammy Pacquiao.
Oh, Jamie slides through on the inside. Blink almost made it out, but Yoshi gets a knockout at the very end. Kingpin gets a knockout on Pacquiao, but he so quickly recycles in the back and gets back through and scoring 4 points. Now, Chicago sets up their tripod in the back, but then picks up a penalty for the Gatekeepers. But you notice that the Chicago is not getting their tripod back together. They're starting to play individually now. And at the beginning of the game, they were doing such a good job of keeping their tripod together that that was giving the Gatekeepers trouble. But whenever they split up like that, the Jammers are just slicing through the Chicago blockers.
Just so impressed, even with 2 blockers in the box, Jamie Pacquiao just slicing through there,
Yeah,
just like you said.
they're not getting together like they were earlier at the beginning of the game. Chicago was doing such a great job of keeping their blockers together and locking down those Jammers from the Gatekeepers. But it looks like the Gatekeepers have picked up their game and made Chicago panic a little bit. And they're trying to play individually instead of together as a team.
Right, and when you look at the St. Louis Gatekeeper Jammers, they're so good at redirecting that Chicago's really going to have to find a way to lock that in.
Well, the only way you can do it is by team blocking. And now they're doing a nice job there with their, looks like they're trying to get that tripod back together.
And it worked. We've got our first lead jam for Chicago in a while, with Ragnar Rocker making it through. So not far behind.
Jam since the first jam.
Jar Jar Blinks with a nice knockout on Ragnar Rocker, does not allow any points to be scored with that lead jam on Ragnar Rocker.
Well, that's Chicago's second lead jam of the game since the first jam, and that was also Ragnar Rocker. So having some luck with that jammer in the rotation.
Smackaroni out there for Chicago.
Smackaroni's been really good at shutting down those jams, so for the Gatekeepers. So
Should be, I believe it's Shred the Stairs' turn, if I remember correctly.
it sure is.
Jam one time they had a camera too. They fixed it. So,
I didn't see that.
yeah, now it's back.
That's nice. Oh. Monster Jam tried some offense there, but a nice knockout by Cheeks and recycles Stare all the way to the back. Macaroni still trying to, and Shred Stare runs right over Shenanigans and picks up lead. Smackaroni trying to pick up some offense. Ooh, big hit by Psych and Destroy on Shred Stare, and the recycle to the back. Shred tried to take that outside line, but did not see that blocker come in. Monster Jam picks up a direction penalty. Smackaroni tried to jump to the outside, but Olsen and Ooh. Ooh. That looked like a good hit, Kingpin. Smackaroni through for Chicago. Now Shred trying to play some jammer on jammer blocking. Shred just trying to kill that as much time on that clock as possible before Smackaroni can pick up any points.
Went
Shred
ahead
already
and
picked up 4 points on that jam.
called it at about 4 seconds.
That was an unfortunate forearm call because that looked like a good hit on the outside by Kingpin. Hey, let's read some of this. Stay up to date on all the social media news by following MRDA's social media pages. You can follow them on Facebook and Instagram by searching Men's Roller Derby Association.
And 2 to 5, it's happy hour. We're offering by the way, booze is for sale now. We also have concessions.
In that white booth back there, there's now
There's food and drinkies. Go
And-
enjoy.
alcohol. So
So get your drinkies,
get the drinkies.
get some snackies.
Yes. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Here,
Yeah.
we're pretending. So we are offering 2 domestic or 1 craft beer tickets with the purchase of our exclusive Western Hemisphere Cup pint glasses available at the event merch table near the ticket counter. Please remember to keep all glass outside of the rink and drink responsibly. Did you miss out on the VIP experience but want those sweet jerseys? Well, now you can get your own. Perfect for scrimmages and practices, these exclusive, authentic jerseys can be customized with your name and number and are available at our event merch table. Buy 1 for $50 or both for $80. What a deal.
I got a black one. And I like it.
I have not purchased one yet because I am trying to restrain purchasing things, but I probably will not be successful.
I wasn't here. I bought a hat from the Shorter team to support the Mexican team because they're so awesome.
Well, I'm going to check out the merch tables for sure before I invest in that jersey, but I'll probably get all of it.
All right, so it looks like we have Chicago starting off with 1 blocker in the penalty box. We have Cat Daddy versus Ben Hurt. The Gatekeepers pull those blockers back and meet Ben Hurt right at that jammer line. Chicago gives Cat Daddy a little room to work as Monster Jam tries to play some offense. Cat Daddy doing some nice job moving these blockers back and forth. Marcomedes picks up a forearm and Cat Daddy picks up lead.
Monster Jam just seeing the problem and solving it.
Evie did a nice job recycling Ben Hurt all the way to the back. Now, ooh, I can't believe Cat Daddy did not get hitting a down player, but he did, and he gets some 4 points for Chicago.
I saw a little bit of restraint. Room for another 4 for the Gatekeepers. Going to go ahead and call that off.
Cat Daddy picked up 8 points that jam.
We are over the century mark with the Gatekeepers at 111 and the Chicago Bruise brothers at 21. We have got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left of this game. About.
Looks like we'll have Blinks 182 for Chicago versus Loki Doki for the Gatekeepers. Loki gets out, but has.
The whole time except for the last one.
almost did that pirouette on the outside. But there's that phenomenal foot strength. Keeps on the outside, and Loki picks up lead.
It is so nice to see this beautiful footwork by Loki again.
She does such a good job of staying in bounds on that.
You know what? Those spinning moves on your toe stops are the scariest to practice, but they are super fun.
Now Chicago starts their flow of blockers to the penalty box, and they have one standing and two sitting. The Gatekeepers lost one blocker to the penalty box as well, but Blake has been unable to get out as Adam Midwest and Yoshi Denali doing a good job blocking.
I'd say a solid good job blocking.
Loki just keeps scoring points. Blake finally gets through. Ooh, really hit there by Psych and Destroy. Recycles Loki to the back of the pack. And Psych picked up a penalty as well. And Loki just keeps picking up points for the Gatekeepers. Trying to empty that pack, and Blake gets through for 4 points for Chicago, which is the first points they've scored in quite a while.
I'm really looking to see a little bit more points there for Loki's top scoring jam of the game. Looks like we're going to get 20. I thought it was 20. It says 19.
Oh, no, the last one was 3. Yeah.
Okay. 20 or 19 points for the highest scoring jam of the game so far. Did you already say that? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I didn't. I was letting you know.
There's an echo.
We have Jamie Pacquiao versus Ragnarocker. And we have Chicago with only 2 blockers on the jam. He's able to slice through, pick up lead for the Gatekeepers. And now Ragnar picks up a forearm penalty, and Jamie slides through for 4 points as the flood of Chicago blockers to the penalty box and jammers keeps happening. Oh, what a dip on the outside by Jamie Pacquiao, picking up leads. And here the Gatekeepers got a blocker trapped to the back, extending out that pack as Orange Whip tries to fight up. Nice job by Orange Whip fighting up through those 4 blockers, the Gatekeepers. Jamie Pacquiao slices through the blockers. I don't care how many. You could have 20 blockers out there. He's going through.
It doesn't matter.
He's so small and wiry.
Chicago's at the helmet cover off looking for a possible pass, but unfortunately,
He took a big hit and almost fell down, but managed to pick up the 4 points. Almost managed to stay in bounds, but fell down. Still managed to pick up the 4 points.
it looks like we might have an official review before our intermission here.
The Gatekeepers calling an official review. Time left.
Alrighty, as we're looking at this official review, we're going to be heading into an intermission. So, as I mentioned, drinkies, snackies, okay,
And food.
and food. Well, that's snackies. It's all food. Remember,
Yes.
have you seen Twitter recently?
No.
There's this thing called girl dinner.
Oh.
So everyone go get your girl dinner,
I got heard of it.
get your snackies. Bill doesn't know. I'm going to have to show you girl dinner. And then the secession of,
Salad.
no, it's not salad. Mm-mm. It's never salad.
Good.
No.
It never should be salad.
And then there's a secession of several other dinners, like gay dinner, etc. I'm going to have to show you all of them.
Okay.
Okay.
The education of
I know the Lord of the Rings had all the different dinners. I know those.
I don't know anything about the Lord of the Rings dinners, but I know about girl dinner.
Second breakfast,
Yeah, second breakfast, third lunch.
11Ds.
So what we got halftime school.
I was seeing if there was any word on the official review.
I don't know. They stole my microphone.
You can borrow my microphone if you'd like.
Right now we have the Gatekeepers 145, the Bruise brothers 24. Jamie Pacquiao picking up 15 points in that last jam. So at the end of the first half, that's the score right now.
Happens because it already concluded and team started pretty much.
So
Even before the next half begins, we'll resolve is there. Well, actually, for the penalty on White channel, as well as the because they were entering the penalty box. They're in the violation penalty, which will resolve.
Okay, so I don't know why she turns off the. So the Gatekeepers were asking for a penalty on the Chicago Bruise Brothers jammer for unclipping their helmet before they entered the penalty box. So they will resolve that penalty at the end or at the beginning of the second half. And we'll find out whether the Gatekeepers have a power jam or not.
Hey, buddy. Hey, see you. Birdie, good to see you.
Good to see you too. Spin Diesel coming over to the announcer box to say hi.
So don't forget, they have drinks back there in the back.
Again, we'd like to thank everyone that helps us keep us on wheels on the sport. Please go check out all of those fantastic merch tables during this intermission. Get your refreshments. They are selling booze now. We are in happy hour with 2 domestic or 1 craft beer tickets with the purchase of our exclusive Western Hemisphere cup pint glasses. Those are available at the merch table near the ticket counter. Keep all of the glass outside of the rink and drink responsibly. We will see you at the end of the half.
All right, we'll see you then.
Bye.
One look, the heat is rising, and I've been cold for so long. One touch and we're igniting, setting fire to it all. You know these flames ain't going out. This building is crumbling to the ground. Don't think that we can stop it now, 'cause baby our love is gonna burn it down. You know these flames ain't going out. This building is crumbling to the ground. Don't think I wanna stop it now, 'cause baby our love is gonna burn it
just wanna feel free, and I just wanna be me. Yeah, I just wanna go so crazy. I just wanna be a freak. Yeah, I just wanna rise to the top. Yeah, I just wanna go reach the peak. So I've been really well focused on success. Hey, y'all will see. Yeah, you won't see that I will get it. Cause I'm really focused, man. I make it with the rap and I just follow my path. I just follow my passion. To me, this is what's precious. Yeah, in my soul, man, I can feel it. So every single verse, man, I just gotta go and kill it, man. I gotta be the kid. I could be the guy taking you wild. I could be the villain, but good as a kid. Lately, I'm painting my path on my way. Yeah, I got no time that I can waste. So I've been sitting in the space. Yeah, making runs every day, man. You know that I go insane. Yeah, I hit you with a bullet to the brain. Let us stop first, cause we going insane. You don't know what I'm gonna do. You don't know what is next. And I'm loving the fact, truly it's making me blessed. Cause I work on my team, no snakes in the grass. And we have a trust in the wind because of the work that we did in the past. Because of the work that we did in the past. When we went to hours, we barely got breath. So I get the realm and we didn't finesse. So I got the feelings that we might be next. Cause when we go in, we win in the match. Sure. When we go in, we win in the match. So that's how we do, cause we be the best. We be the best. Yeah, we be the best. Whoa. Yeah, we be the best. We be the best. Hey, yeah, we be the best. Hey, we be the best. Yo, you wanna come and test? Whoa, you want to see we the best? Hey, you don't see that we're the best kid, so I suggest you never really come and test it. But otherwise, I will smack your face like Michael Jordan does with a ball on the basket. Oh damn kid, but you didn't expect it. You never really thought that this could just happen. But now really come on and we pull out with the action. Cause people defeat those they don't get it like.
Fallen one too many times, feeling like it never ends. Back again, square one. Tried to leave myself behind, looking for a better place, not to stay alone. Gain our trust and you chose to break it. Asked for truth but you only fake it. Thought you said what we had was sacred. It's all lies, all lies. I was broken and isolated, but inside held the fire waiting. Not a word that you say can save us, so don't try. Cause this time you crossed the line. Turned. Didn't think I'd go this far, but here we are, the end. Now you're just a lesson learned, a slowly fading memory, so I can breathe again. Gain our trust and you chose to break it. Asked for truth but you only fake it. Thought you said what we had was sacred. It's all lies, all lies. I was broken and isolated, but inside held the fire waiting. Not a word that you say can save us, so don't try. Cause this time you crossed the line. Cause this time you crossed the line. my thoughts. I'm ready to pretend. How will my head get back to thinking straight again? But I can't see an out.
That was hers. The black red one was. Oh, I don't know whose that is. This. Oh, okay. This is mine. This is my soda right here. I don't know who that is. All right, we have 30 seconds left. So, as a result of the official review at the end of the first half, the St. Louis Gatekeepers will start with a power jam start as the jammer for the Chicago Bruise Brothers helmet was unbuckled. So we have a helmet violation and a power start for the St. Louis Gatekeepers. And because that happened at the end of the first half, both teams will still have their official reviews for the second half. you get, oh, yeah, we get to do both. Oh, no, we can do both. So the referees are explaining that to Chicago, to the captains of both.
I was trying to figure out. I have two microphones. Oh, you do too. Okay, I see now.
Yeah,
Whew.
we're both double teaming.
Oh man, I'm jealous. I didn't get that one.
So now it looks like Chicago will start with a blocker down and a jammer down. And the gatekeepers will have jammer up and a full contingency of blockers on the track. He had his helmet on bumpers, and so we got a penalty. So we have a power start.
Awesome.
And again, both teams have their official reviews for this half. And with that whistle, we'll get ready to start. Looks like we'll have David Soul on the line for the gatekeepers on this power start. Gatekeepers do a great job of cleaning that outside, giving a clear path for Soul on the outside, but Folk doing some nice work. And now they've recycled Ale to the back. Kingpin doing some nice work up here by himself, but David gets through for 4 points. Ooh, big knockout there by Tickleby. Ragnarocker out of the penalty box and moved the pack. But David on a scoring pass, delivering some big hits to the big blockers for Chicago, but Tickleby with another knockout.
David calling it out before they can get any points.
2 additional points to go along with the other 4. That's what I thought. 6-point jam there on the power. Now Chicago with a full contingency of blockers and the jammer out there. It looks like that's going to be Smackaroni. And was that Shred?
That.
Yeah, that was Shred. Knocking out Smackaroni before attacking the pack. Keep it with a nice knockout on Shred.
Monster Jam taking out the head of the tripod, successfully getting Shredder through.
Shred with a nice little dip on the outside. Shenanigans went right over top of him.
Smackaroni still fighting at the top of that pack to try to get through those gatekeeper blockers.
Shred with a nice jump over the blockers from Chicago.
Smackaroni taking the helmet cover off to try to get through the pack.
Shred gets taken out and recycled to the back, but gatekeepers recycle Smackaroni to the back of the pack as well.
Yoshi just great with that little jump and pull back real quick.
Shred picks up 3 more points, calls it off. After taking some big hit from the Chicago block.
Monster just providing the perfect little offense there at the end.
So we'll have Cat Daddy out there for the gatekeepers. And Ben Hurt for the Chicago Bruise Brothers. Nobody in the box for either team.
Give us the jammer.
Yeah. Perfect.
Everybody's starting out. Nice slow start. Cat Daddy tries to go to the inside.
Ben Hurt looking to get through the top of that pack. That last line of defense holding strong.
Burris tipped Cat Daddy out of bounds, but then picked up a penalty. Now Ben Hurt gets out of the pack, but Cat Daddy passes Ben Hurt, forcing a call off. As the
Unfortunately,
Gatekeepers had lost 2 blockers to the box, along with 1 for Chicago. Cat Daddy does a good job there forcing a call off.
and even though BC got that penalty, holding that jammer back at the front of the pack really helped keep them back a little bit longer.
Right. So we have Blink 182 for Chicago, and Loki Doki, a big point getter for the St. Louis Gatekeepers.
League One skating 2 in on that inside line, getting lead jammer for Chicago. This is
Had a was a nice knockout.
League One skating 2's first
Loki
lead
Doki
of the
twice.
game.
Ooh.
See if they can capitalize on that before Loki gets around the track. Calling it, unfortunately, locking both. It looks like Chicago was able to grab 2 points before calling off that jam.
I think that's the first time Loki's not scored this game.
That's, I believe, the first time Loki has not gotten lead this game.
Yep.
So we have Jamie Pacquiao on the line.
Yeah.
For St. Louis Gate. Remus Ragnarocker for
And we've got Jamie Pacquiao through. Before we can even say he's the jammer for the Gatekeepers, he's through the pack.
very fast, very wiry. Calling it off, picking up 2 points before Ragnar can pick up any points for Chicago.
An exciting start to the second half, really locking each other in at just a couple of points.
The Gatekeepers with this large lead are content picking up 1 or 2 points and calling and not allowing Chicago to score. So we have Smackaloni out there versus David Soul for the Gatekeeper. Chicago in white, the Gatekeepers in black. All the blockers push back on that jammer line, meeting those jammers right at the line. David Soto gets through on the inside, picks up lead for the Gatekeepers.
That little bit of distraction from the penalty call is just what he needed. Monster back into the pack, trying to provide some offense. Looks like Soul picks up a 1 point before calling off that jam.
And with this lead, that's all they need to do. Pick up 1 or 2 points and call it. Keep Chicago from scoring.
Yeah.
And they've iced this game.
It's like the first half, they were really playing the clock. We were running out the jams. This second half, these jams are quick.
So it looks like we have Shred of Stare out there for the Gatekeepers. And Ragnaraka for Chicago. Ooh,
Shred of
Stare
Stare.
tiptoeing up the inside. Gets taken out by Evie as Shred of Stare gets through with lead. Ragnar with a nice.
Ragnarocker taking off that helmet cover, getting through pretty quickly. Shred's looking to score some points before locking them down again. Looks like 2 points up for Gatekeepers, and they were able to keep Chicago scoreless. So that brings the Gatekeepers up to 163 and Chicago at 26.
St. Louis sends out Cat Daddy out there on the line. And Chicago in white sends out Blink 182. It's like nobody in the box for either team.
It's like Chicago has really stepped up their offense to get those jammers through and really lock Gatekeepers down in points.
Adam Midwest with a nice knockout on Blink. Cat Daddy tries to push this wall forward.
We got both jammers just fighting at the back of those packs. And Cat Daddy is through as lead jammer.
Chicago loses 2 blockers to the penalty box on that jam now. Now 3. As Cat Daddy slides through the 1 blocker on the track. On the Gatekeepers with a full contingency of blockers against Skate.
Cat Daddy coming in the back of the pack, but just swinging to that inside line to pick up a quick 4 points.
Psych and Destroy is will have to report to the penalty box when one of these blockers stand.
Cat Daddy trying to go on that outside line the same way as before. We've got a no pass. I'm going to go ahead and call that, picking up another 4 points. Or looks like 3. 3 points.
Cat Daddy called it off with 2 blockers standing. Psych and Destroy has to report to her penalty box. Oh, yeah.
Looks like Yosh. Yep.
Psych's got to go to the penalty box. So now they'll have only 1 blocker on the track for Chicago as Ragnarocker versus Loki Doki. And it looks like the Gatekeepers have 1 blocker in the box as well.
Loki through on that outside line to pick up a lead.
Ooh, Ragnarocker with some nice footwork on the outside, right behind Loki, but Shenanigan goes right back to the box for Chicago.
Unfortunately, and Pale Ale also went out, so yep. Loki was able to keep going.
It's kind of interesting that Impale Ale used to coach Loki Doki when she first started playing.
Oh, you have so much more knowledge than I do.
I've been around a long time. Saw all this stuff.
Loki gonna go ahead and call that off.
Loki emptied the penalty box, picking up points, increasing the lead for the Gatekeepers.
Is that
Gatekeepers 182, Chicago Bruise Brother 30, with 19 minutes left in the second half. Oh, I couldn't see it
oh,
because I was in.
gotcha.
We have Jamie Pacquiao back out there for the Gatekeepers. And her was some nice work getting lead for Chicago, but Jamie Pacquiao now quickly out for the Gatekeepers. Chicago gets calling it.
All right, that was Smackaroni's first lead jam of the game and broke the Gatekeepers' 5 lead
5
streak.
Oh.
So
Well, they started off with a disadvantage in the
And
beginning of
announce
that.
that.
The Gatekeepers keep taking advantage of all those disadvantages.
just as an aside, Lexi Pro and Winona Spare are walking around selling drinks with delivery service. So you better get some drinkies, and you don't even have to go get them. They'll bring them to you. So you can keep enjoying the game and get served your drinks. I mean, they should probably be taking tips. I would think so. Throw them a couple bucks.
So nobody in the penalty box for either team. Chicago looks like they're going to send out Smith. Now it's Ben Hurt out there jamming for Chicago. No. The Gatekeepers are sitting out there. It looks like Shred Astaire, but we'll find out when they take the track.
And before we get started again, just remember it is happy hour. They're offering 2 domestic or 1 craft beer ticket with the purchase of our exclusive Western Hemisphere Cup pint glasses available at the merch table near the ticket counter. Please remember to keep all glass outside of the rink and drink responsibly, but also you could get them delivered to you instead.
David Soul is out there jamming for the St. Louis Gatekeepers. Oh, what a nice
little jersey
outside.
swing.
Yeah.
On the outside box.
Nice hit on Marcomedes by David Soul. That was a beautiful
Ben Hurt racing
pack.
right behind David Soul. He's going to call it off. Ooh, looks like putting up 1 point and locking Chicago in at 0 yet again.
That was a nice hit by David Soul.
Very quick, too, to call it off and get those points.
Yeah, they're changing their strategy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see a definite strategy switch on both sides.
Looks like Blink 182. Ooh. Out there jamming for Chicago, and Shred a Snare for the Gatekeepers takes a big hit from Grizz Arrington. Recycled all the way to the back of the pack. Now David gets outside, up and at him. Only blocker out there, but again, if the Chicago blockers won't stay together, the Gatekeeper jammers are just going to slice right through them. Blink
Chicago.
has the helmet cover off, but it's a solid tripod. Nice offense there by Monster Jam. Gets Shred out for 4 points. As Olsen goes to the penalty box for the Gatekeepers. And now Blink gets out of that pack. Spin Diesel. Oh, Spin Diesel with a nice move there. Takes Blink down. A one-on-one block up front. And now these Gatekeepers set their tripod back up on Blink. They recycle back to the pack as Shred has been through scoring points. And a nice move on the outside for Shred. Picks up 4 more points, calls it off.
You can see the Chicago players really playing a lot more offense this side of the half. And it has been advantageous several times. This jam, not much different. You just look at that defense from the Gatekeeper side, and it's so solid. You just see them constantly looking for track cuts. Yeah.
Getting back together after they are split up.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, that's Chicago is playing the offense, but then they're not getting back together like as a team. And that's what the Gatekeepers do. And that's how they're able to keep the score down.
They're so good at switching back and forth between offense and defense, for sure.
Ragnarok taking some big hits, but again, now he's got 4 Gatekeeper blockers that have recycled to the front, and now Jar B. Weeks gets a forearm penalty. But again, we got this tripod set up on that. Got Ragnarok there has to go against as Cat Daddy. He gets through on a scoring pass, but Evie playing some offense.
Slaytoven getting some really solid drawback on Ragnarocker. Was looking to pass possibly to their pivot.
Blocking team, they might know what each other's going to do all the time.
You have that kind of like sixth sense. You can just look at them and know what they're thinking.
Ragnar does a good job getting out of that pack finally, but Cat Daddy again on another scoring pass. Cat Daddy does a nice job of calling it off. Listen to his coaches.
Well, and we're looking at a score now of 203 to 31. I believe that's correct. 206 to 31. It's so deceiving because you look at Chicago and they are fighting tooth and nail. It's just little point by point.
Yep. Well, that's how the Gatekeepers have won so many championships.
Yeah.
We practice all the time, play together all the time, and we know all the little nuances of the game. Almost got that spin, but a nice knockout by Twinklebee as Smackaroni now gets through these Gatekeepers. Just Monster Jam with a nice knockout. Recycle Smackaroni all the way to the back.
But
Twinklebee with Monster Jam,
yeah.
After knockout, he came back and played some offense, tried to get Loki out.
Yeah.
And now Loki is out.
Yeah.
Oh, Loki picks up a cut penalty. So we have a power jam here for the Chicago Bruise Brothers and Smackaroni. Smackaroni unable to find a hole to get through. Monster Jam with a knockout and Olsen with a recycle. Now Loki out of the penalty box and now scoring points for the Gatekeepers. As Smackaroni's been unable to get out of this back as he's got a solid tripod here set up by the Gatekeepers.
It looks like they're still saying Loki is lead as well, so it looks like maybe Loki was not supposed to go to the penalty box and is able to go ahead and call off the jam.
Yeah, there must have been a mistake on the call off of the penalty. But the referees righted themselves and sent Loki right back out on the track. So we did have a helmet cover pass to Adam Midwest, forcing Loki to do the call off, as it looks like Kingpin has fouled out of the game for the Chicago Bruise brothers. That's unfortunate. They've lost one of their better blockers, but penalties have been an issue for Chicago this second half.
Yeah. And as we're in this time out, I want to make sure that we thank everyone who helps us keep the wheels rolling in this sport. Officials, announcers, photographers, medics, volunteers, sponsors, vendors, and our fans here today. This event could not happen without all of your support. Thank you. Everyone give a round of applause for all of the announcers, photographers, medics, volunteers, sponsors, vendors, our fans. That's all of us. We'd like to thank all of our volunteers today.
So the Gatekeepers holding a 14-31 lead with 12 minutes, 30 seconds left in the second half. Looks like we have an official review called.
It's an official timeout.
Official timeout.
We were both half right.
That's normal.
We were both half right.
So
Hosting the first MRDA championship since 2019 has been a lot of work with many obstacles, but Cleveland Guardians are honored to host the best in the Men's Roller Derby Association here at the 2023 MRDA Western Hemisphere Cup. We hope you're enjoying the event. You can support this postseason tournament by purchasing some of the awesome merch, maybe a beer or two, and enjoying the weekend. But if you'd like to offer more support, MRDA and Cleveland Guardians are accepting donations via PayPal at Cleveland Guardians. Both organizations are 501c3 nonprofits, and your donations will help us raise the funds we need for a successful event. Thank you for keeping us on track.
was an official review.
I guess it's not success you were having to clarify for like originally called but didn't understand it, and then Black got called, went to the box, and then that was rescinded. White was not lead. They had gone in and understand.
As we're getting started, we're getting an explanation. Bill will have it here for us in just a second.
So on the penalty rescinding on Loki Doki, she had one hand down, managing to stay in bounds, and the referees noticed that and rescinded that penalty. So we have Ben Hurt out jamming for the Chicago Bruise brothers.
And Jamie Pacquiao out for a lead for the Gatekeepers.
Ben
Taking
Hurt
a little.
trying to get out of this pack with Hulk, Slayhoven. It looks like Beastie went to the penalty box.
Jamie taking a breath before coming around. Gonna go ahead and get a power jam after scooting their way through the pack.
Ben Hurt picked up a forearm penalty.
Jamie making me want to work on my little like skirt off to the side and go in another direction. Beautiful footwork.
Cheeks did a nice knockout on Jamie Pacquiao, but you notice the Gatekeepers did not allow Cheeks to go all the way to the back of the pack, to recycle all the way to the back.
That and locking the jammer in the penalty box for this next jam.
Yep.
Really solid start for Soul on this power start. Hi. Do we want to shout out Soul's wife again? Hello, Jill. Soul loves you. Anna's about to kill this power start.
Big hit by Scrim. Big hit by Up and Adam, but goes out of bounds. So David's able to come through and slides the lead for the Gatekeepers. Is now Ben Hurt out of the penalty box. It's that three wall of that tripod of the Gatekeepers in the back. And then they force him out, and Yoshi does the recycle to the back, and Ben Hurt is recycled all the way to the back of the pack as David gets recycled by the Bruise brothers. David left all alone with no offense. Now Olsen doing some offense for David, trying to get him out. Been hurt all back here all by himself, not getting any help at all.
Really looking to do a pass.
Oh,
Successfully passes, but unfortunately that the new jammer was hit out.
Adam Midwest with a great play there. They get the helmet cover pass, and Adam picked off up at Adam and not recycled him to the back of the back. That was great awareness there by one of the newer players for the Chicago or the St. Louis Gatekeepers.
When you hit the ground, all day.
Looking like we're going to start this next jam with
Blink 182.
Blink 182 for Chicago.
Shred is there.
And Shred a Stare for the Gatekeepers. Alrighty.
Blink almost made it to the outside, but a nice hit by Jar Binks. Recycled Blink to the back as Shred of Stare gets out for lead for the Gatekeepers.
There's some really grounded set work or footwork from Shred at the beginning of that. And that is the 7th lead in a row for the Gatekeepers.
And Impale Ale, they knocked Shred of Stare down to the outside, but did not recycle all the way to the back. And Shred was able to sneak back in and get right out of that pack, scoring points.
It's that kind of like subtle awareness that really puts the Gatekeepers up just a notch. To be able to see those small details in gameplay and just.
Well, and that's what we practice 3 times a week, is knowing all those details. Blink out for Chicago. Shred of Stare. Looks like Shred's going to keep this pack going and try to empty the penalty box. So that allows Blink through for 4 points for Chicago. As now Evie goes to the penalty box. So Shred's mistake there by trying to. Now Jar Binks goes to the penalty box.
Really trying to run this play to get blockers out of the penalty box. Unfortunately, they're cycling back in.
Ooh, nice stop out there by, I think that's Markavides on Shred.
So the Gatekeepers are going to start this next jam with 2 blockers in the box, one of them standing.
And Shred had an opportunity to call that off, but was trying to empty that box. And now the Gatekeepers have, 3 blockers in the box, 1 standing. Yoshi out there all alone with Loki Doki and Ragnarocker.
It's a good attitude to start when you're a single blocker. And avoiding a penalty on that no pack two, which is amazing. All right.
So Ragnar gets lead, but Loki Doki does a nice job of getting through those 4 blockers all alone as Yoshi applied a little offense coming out of the penalty box.
We're going to have a timeout.
I didn't see any points on the board, did you?
No. It's a 0-0 jam. We got the Gatekeepers at 2:39, as you see on the scoreboard there, and 43 for Chicago.
The referees are discussing something, so let's see if they're. There you go. Now there's points put up for Chicago. I believe that's 3 points Ragnarocker picked up.
Hey, Bill, did you miss out on the VIP experience but want one of those sweet jerseys? No, you said you had the jersey.
I did. I got
right?
the black one, yeah.
Yeah? When are you going to wear it? I got to see it.
It's right over there.
Okay.
It's right behind you, yeah.
Can I try it on?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then I can know which one I'm going to buy because, now you can still get your own. Perfect for scrimmages and practices, these exclusive, authentic jerseys can be customized with your name and number and are available at our merch table. Buy one for 50 or both for 80.
Hey, you want to go to another cup? The Dallas Derby Devils are hosting the upcoming 2024 Clover Cup in North Richland Hills, Texas on March 22nd through 24th. This tournament will include sanctioned games for all associations, including JRDA, WTFDA, and MRDA. Check out DerbyDevils.com for more info. I was announcing at this game with the famous Johnny Peppers last year. Yeah, that's what I said. It was right and wrong. WFTDA.
Yeah.
It was written wrong in front of me. I just read the script, folks. Just read the script. So referees with a long discussion out here. Not sure exactly what they're talking about. But we'll soon find out, along with everybody else. As soon as we know, we'll let you know.
Well, while we're waiting, I'm going to steal your sheet here and talk about the Black Trans Men of Ohio. Cleveland Guardians are proud to support the Black Trans Men of Ohio, whose mission is to increase the visibility and quality of the Black transmasculine individual through community building, mentorship, and providing access to resources in the state of Ohio. You can support their organization by visiting their website at btmohio.org. Another wonderful organization, the Cleveland Guardians are proud to support Colors Plus, a nonprofit LGBTQ plus youth center with a mission to strengthen LGBTQ plus youth and allies by promoting individual and community wellness. All programming is free and open to all families and youth ages 19 and under. Your identity is important, and you are wonderful just as you are. You are not alone. Visit colorsplus.org for more information.
Got the big cheese out there. That's the big cheese right there in the stripes.
I know well.
Big cheese.
Ninja Sassum and MC Ninja.
Ninja to ninja, microphone, transmission.
After further review, we will be expelling white 88 for egregious floor off for shoving.
Yeah. I sure will. So unfortunately, Chicago loses another of their big blockers. Thank you.
All right, starting this next one, we have number 9 for the Gatekeepers. That is Cat Daddy.
Mark Amides takes a spot in the penalty box for Up and Adam.
All right.
Cat Daddy tries to get through that.
Smackaroni getting drawn back in the back of the pack. Cat Daddy getting through as lead jammer for the Gatekeepers. Monster Jam getting another drawback. Spin finishing it off for the Gatekeepers.
Did you see that? So Impale Ale did a nice knockout on Cat Daddy, but as he was going to the back, Monster Jam ran up and then gets a direction call on Impale Ale, who has to go to the penalty box, and allows Cat Daddy out of the pack. And then Cat Daddy gets taken out by Psych and Destroy, but Monster Jam takes Psych and Destroy out of bounds. So Cat Daddy could have re-entered the track and went back and kept going, but decides to call it off.
Is getting the call from the bench to call it off. They're going to lock that other blocker in the box for Chicago. So them starting one down.
It's all those little things that's kept the Gatekeepers on top for so long. We have Ben Hurt on the line for Chicago, and Jamie Pacquiao.
Getting through on that outside line. Just some solid offense real quick from the wall. Gets Jamie through.
And now we have a power jam for Jamie Pacquiao as Ben Hurt picks up a penalty. As Yoshi goes a directional penalty, but we get a sweeping offense from the Gatekeepers. Jamie Pacquiao gets out, but it looks like
Unfortunately, they got another blocker in the box right before he called off that jam.
so. The Gatekeepers will have 2 blockers in the penalty box, and BC on cue to go into the penalty box as soon as one of these blockers stand on this power start. So the Gatekeepers only 2 blockers on the track to play offense.
It's like one of those dealer choice situations. Do you want to start without your jammer or do you want to start without 2 of your blockers?
Well, on power start, it's going to be difficult if Chicago can set up for these 2 blockers to do anything, because Ben Hurt probably only has 15 seconds. So these 2 blockers are going to have to try to get him out in 15 seconds.
Be interested to see the other 2 blockers fielded for the Gatekeepers to keep that jammer back.
Well, one of them has to be Beastie because he's in queue to go in the penalty box. I'm sure they're going to send out Spin Diesel, one of their more dynamic blockers and experienced blockers on the track. So they're going to have to try to transition from offense to defense when Ben Hurt comes out. And of course, BC has to go to the penalty box as soon as one of those Gatekeepers stands. So it would be wise for the Chicago to set up on that jammer line and just try to isolate the jammer for the Gatekeepers right away. But David Soul does a nice job of breaking through that line. And those 2 blockers for the Gatekeepers did a great job playing some offense.
That and just being able to take those hits on that inside line and maintain inbounds and just keep riding through. Soul's been really good at that, pushing through.
Well, David's used to people trying to do big hits to him, and he's able to stay in bounds while absorbing those big hits. So
It's all about pushing into those edges, too, whenever anyone can do there.
instead of just trying to lock down,
Soul going ahead and calling it off after that.
just trying to lock down that jammer, they were trying to go for big hits to knock out of bounds, and therefore David was able to get through, 8 points plus 2 more?
3.
3 more?
Yep.
Okay, so
So
that's
we're
an
look-
11-point jam on that power start. Gatekeepers again start off with 2 blockers in the box. We have Blink 182 versus Shred Astaire. And Chicago also with a blocker. Oh,
Shred Astaire being able to tiptoe in on that inside line and get lead for the Gatekeepers.
nice in a jump over those blockers.
Chicago trying to keep the pack from moving too far up.
Shred able to go around that tripod
Yeah,
and pick
just
up
worked
4
to-
points. As Blink's been unable to get out of that pack, as now the Gatekeepers held that jammer up long enough to get all those blockers back, although they do lose Olsen to the box. And now they're going to lose another as Beastie goes to the box. And now it's just Yoshi playing some one-on-one with Blink, but doing a great job back there. Finally getting some offensive help. But you have Yoshi and Monster Jam, 2 experienced blockers for the Gatekeepers, doing some nice work as Sheretta Stair now slides through for 4 more points for the Gatekeepers. Doing it all on his own against the Chicago Blockers.
We're on a 12-point jam so far for the Gatekeepers.
Lucy with a big hit, and okay, looks like Orange just had the wind knocked out of him. He's up and on his feet. We'll have to sit for 3 jams because of the jam being called because of an injury. Well, check him out. We're good. We have some good medics. So with only 48 seconds left, the Gatekeepers holding a 278 to 45 lead over Chicago. We have Ragnarocker out on the line for Chicago and Cat Daddy on the line for the St. Louis Gatekeepers. Evie is standing in the penalty box, so oh, you're over there.
I'm just confused.
I don't think he's in the penalty box. There's only 3 blockers out there. Chicago now loses a blocker to the penalty box.
Oh, we're in an official timeout.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go 3 on 3, but we're going to go 3 on 3 on this last jam, possible last jam of this game. 48 seconds left. Cat Daddy versus Ragnarok. Chicago hoping to get lead and score 200 points on this jam. Cat Daddy tries spinning on the inside.
Oh.
Picks up a forearm penalty though, as Ragnarocker does get lead.
That's a solid
For
play for
Chicago.
Chicago. Yeah.
I just need to see about this 200 points.
Looking to make
Oh, some nice
the most of this potential last jam here.
Ragnarocker recycled all the way to the back.
Ragnarocker getting some offense on the outside line, but unfortunately being
Adam
knocked
did
out.
another nice play. Adams had a really nice game this game.
Yeah.
Cat Daddy comes out of the penalty box.
That
This
was
is the call off, picking up 4 points
with
for Chicago.
0 on the game clock. So that might be the last jam of the game.
It looks that way, as Chicago did put up 4 points on that last jam. And we have a final score of
St. Louis Gatekeepers 278 to Chicago Bruise Brothers 49, with St. Louis Gatekeepers taking the win.
and moving on to the next round. Unfortunately for Chicago, even though they won that first game, I believe that's their last game of the weekend because this seed does not get placed anymore. Yeah, I don't know where we're ringing through. So, unfortunately for Chicago, they're finished for the weekend, but the Gatekeepers move on to the next round. I hope you enjoyed our announcing. I'm Wrecking Bill,
I am Flyby Birdie.
and it was our pleasure to bring you this game. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.
Don't forget to get your snacks and refreshments in between these 2 games. Remember, we have people selling drinks to the crowd. We also have happy hour. We are offering 2 domestic craft or or 1 craft beer tickets with the purchase of our exclusive Western Hemisphere Cup pint glasses available at the merch table.
And make sure to watch the next game, which will feature the Indianapolis Race City Rebels versus the Carolina Wrecking Balls. 2 games for both teams, 2 first games this weekend.
Just to add, they are selling those pint glasses out of the alcohol box as well, so you do not have to go to the merch table. You can get them straight from the alcohol area.
That's really sad. Moving.
And I don't mean to put all my doubt on you. I know you're struggling too. When you carry the weight, when you carry the weight, can you carry the